Hello, welcome to today's video. This is your second video for learning all about the ukulele. So today, on page number 7 of your book, it's learning about tuning your ukulele. So if you have ever played music like on the piano, you've never had to tune your instrument by yourself. If you've ever played another instrument, well, sometimes things get loose and you gotta tighten it again, which means we're gonna tighten the strings and we're gonna make them sound good. Now we have a few things here. We have our piano and we have an electronic tuner to help us learn about tuning the ukulele. Okay, so the first thing we want to make sure are the strings are wound properly around the tuning pegs. So make sure they're wound. If not, let's go ahead and talk about that at your lesson. So it looks like my strings are wound up really good and they sound pretty good. But what if they didn't sound good? What if, let's say, oh, whoa, that does not sound good at all. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to turn counterclockwise. So if we turn counterclockwise, that means we detune the ukulele. If we turn clockwise, that's how we tune the ukulele. And when we say clockwise, it means where the big hand and the little hand turn to the right on the clock, or if it goes the other way, that detunes. So it says here that we want to tune first clockwise. Be sure to tune the strings not too high so that they don't break, because if these strings bust, they can hurt. Okay, important. It says here, always remember that the string closest to the floor, down there, is the first string. So that one is our first string. Okay, the one closest to the ceiling or to you is string number 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go backwards. 4, 3, 2, and what? Good job. Okay, so those are our strings. There is an audio track for your book. You can listen to that so you can hear what it sounds like, or we can use our instruments. We're gonna start first with the piano. Okay, so let's first of all learn about the note names for our strings. And we're gonna start with string 4 to string 1. As we say the note names, I want you to point to the string. Repeat after me. G, string number 4. C, string number 3. E, string number 2. And then A, string number 1. A really great way to remember the order of those string note names is to say the following words. Repeat after me. Good cows eat always. Once again, good cows, that guy right behind me, eat always. And of course, we're just using the first letter of each word. Good, G, cows, C, eat, E, and then always, A. If you remember those words, you'll never forget the letters or the note names. Very good. So let's go ahead and tune with our piano. Now, one thing you want to remember is string number 4 sounds higher than some of these other strings. Okay, so when we play and tune with G, we want to play a high G. So play the G on the piano and pluck it. Hear if it sounds pretty close. Next one is C. We actually come down here. C. Now for this next one, I detuned it, so it's going to sound off. Let's go ahead and play E. Oh, whoa. It actually sounds lower, so let's turn it clockwise. That sounds pretty good. And then the top string number 1, A. Good job, thank you. Now, you have to rely on your ears to hear how similar this note sounds on the piano to the strings. It may not be perfectly accurate. If you have perfect pitch and have been trained to use it properly, you will be able to tone it as best as you can. But if we don't, if we simply have relative pitch or not quite, we'll learn to use an electronic tuner. And I have one here in my tablet called Guitar Tuner. And so whenever I pluck a string, it'll highlight that tuning peg, and then it'll tell me if it's tuned or not. Let's take a look at this. Let's start with string A, number 1. And as you can see, it did the little, when it did ding, that means it's good. So yeah, I actually tuned that pretty good when I was using the piano. Let's go now to C. Okay, it says it's good. And then string G. A little high, bring down. Looks like we're good. We'll learn how to use the electronic tuner at your lesson. Okay, so we have all these things to use to tune our 4 ukulele strings. We can use the piano, we can use the electronic tuner, or if you want to use the audio tracks, you can use those too. I think it'll be the most efficient to, however, use an electronic tuner on your device. Okay, so once they have all been tuned, go ahead and play each of them one at a time, or as a strum. Get to know the feel and the sound of your ukulele. It's going to be very exciting learning how to play this instrument. Remember to take good care of this instrument. Treat it like a friend or a family member that you care about. Don't try to bump it against anything, okay? Try to clean it off and store it in a nice place so it doesn't get in the way. Okay, so we're on our way to learning how to play the ukulele. We'll see you at next lesson. Bye-bye.